Alrighty, welcome back to Pokemon DnD, folks. We have left our ragtag little group here on Route 101, right outside of Little Root Town, after saving Professor Blade from a wild Honedge. Atlas, the whiskey-chugging Galarian. Nova, the reserved aspiring Pokemon researcher. Mirage, the quiet guardian of a Hisuian Zorua, and apparently expert Honedge thrower. And last but not least, we have Ripley, a chill stoner who apparently is a bit of a kleptomaniac. Let's see if our heroes can make it through the journey ahead of us. So, quick recap for those of you who missed session 0. Starting out that session, Honedge almost turned Professor Blade into a shish kebab. Luckily, Mirage was able to grab the Honedge and launch it like Team Rocket blasting away. Meanwhile, Atlas decided to test out his pitching arm with a rock and empty whiskey bottle, and he accidentally hit Professor Blade in the head. I mean, it is what it is. And our team's partner Pokemon are Inari the Zorua for Mirage, Elowin the Hatena for Nova, Pawniard the Pawniard for Atlas, and Mo the Slowpoke for Ripley.
I'm so creative.
Oh yeah.
Damn right you are.
Really are.
All right, guys.
Gotta give it to you.
It's time to lock in, get into your characters, and I'm going to give you your starting scene.
Do you have your Discord open this time?
I do have my Discord open, so if you need to contact me, feel free to do so. Yep. All right, so we have crossed over into Oldale Town past Route 101, and the party has stopped at the Pokemon Center to heal up their Pokemon. And while they're in the Pokemon Center, they get a phone call. So on their Pokephones, they see a phone call from good old Professor Blade, and he says, the Honedge that we encountered wasn't a fluke. This seems to be a region-wide issue. I need you guys to deliver the data we've gathered on this Honedge and the other wild Pokemon that I've gathered to a well-known researcher in Petalburg City. So make your way on over there, and I'll have another team meet you there.
Sorry about hitting you in the head with a whiskey bottle.
I am not sure if I forgive you, but I appreciate your apology.
Guys, his behalf as well.
Thank you, Mirage. Appreciate you, and I appreciate you for saving me from that Honedge. That was very brave of you.
I used to do axe throwing when I lived in Fortree.
That's good for you, I guess. Anything out of the rest of you?
Nova's furiously trying to write down where they're supposed to go, as she can be a little forgetful, and so you just see her with a little notepad.
Well, it's good that one of you is paying attention to the details. And Ripley, anything to say to Professor Blade before he hangs up?
Not too much. I feel like I'm just sitting there. I'm just kind of intaking everything.
All right. Well, I think that's all I have for you guys. Send me a quick message once you meet up with the team at Petalburg. Yes.
We're going to Petalburg City to what again?
You need to deliver a research packet to another team I'm going to have meet you over there. They'll meet you outside of the gym.
All right, thank you.
So do we need to get any supplies for?
Yeah, how much money do we have at the moment?
At the moment, you have the starting package of about 3,000 Poké-Dollars, and you have the 10 Pokeballs you received from Professor Blade. So, anything you want to do in Oldale Town before you head out to Route 102?
Is there a Pokemart in this town?
There is. This rinky-dink little town has a Poké Center and a Pokemart, and about 3 houses.
Wow.
I would like to spend $50 on whiskey.
All right, the Pokemart says, unfortunately, we do not serve alcohol here, but you can find some in Petalburg.
That's disappointing.
We do offer a variety of Poké Medicine, though. Unfortunately, we don't offer any Pokemon alcohol. I'm not sure if anyone has cornered that market yet, but I might have to write that one down.
Start fermenting some orange berries.
I will buy 5 potions.
Lovely. That'll be, let's say, 1,200 Poké-Dollars.
Sounds good to me.
All right, thank you, sir. Here's your package. Anything for the rest of you?
I'm also going to buy 5 potions.
Lovely, lovely. And the other two?
I
think
will
I'll buy
also
one.
buy.
Would you like a quick summary of our
Well-
wares in case you are new trainers?
Yes, please.
Of course. So available to trainers with your current badge level, we can offer Pokeballs, potions, repels, paralyze heals, antidotes, and an escape rope.
What are the potions?
So potions are a standard healing item. They'll heal around 20 HP. Antidotes will cure poisoning, and paralyze heals will cure paralysis.
Okay. Can I have 2 potions, please?
Lovely. That'll be 400 Poké-Dollars.
Thank you.
And for you, sir, with the slowpoke over there.
I believe I will also take 2 potions, please.
Very good. Same price as usual. Thank you guys for shopping at the Oldale Pokemart.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you. We'll see you later.
Yeah. See you next time.
I'm not
hopefully.
sure if you will. I'm pretty sure your journey is taking you out into the broader Hoenn, but if you do, I'll be here waiting for you. We appreciate your patronage. All right, the party leaves the Poké Center. Where will you go now? Your options are... Let me pull up the map for you guys. Let me pull it up on stream. You can decide to go upwards to Route 103. There are a few patches of grass there. You can also go left towards Route 102, which will lead you to Petalburg. There's also patches of grass there.
Let's hit 103 first.
Does the party agree?
I agree.
Simply?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, the party decides to take a quick detour to Route 103. So you leave the outskirts of Oldale town to the north, and you find several patches of grass, a trainer who is not looking to battle, but might have some useful information to offer. What would you like to do? Would you like to head to the grass or talk to the trainer?
I'm gonna talk to the trainer.
All
Nova
right.
agrees.
Nova agrees. All right. So Nova and Mirage head over to the trainer. This trainer is a Pokemon Ranger, or rather a Ranger in training. The Ranger is currently not ready to battle, considering their Wingull and their Lotad are currently fainted. And he tells you to be aware. A Shinx has been spotted on this route, and it has wiped out his party. And for those who are not aware, Shinx is not a Pokemon that is native to the Hoenn region. What would you like to do?
Nova.
Can I start drunkenly stumbling through the tall grass?
Before you do that, I'm going to let Nova go first, since I'll give a priority initiative here.
All right, Turner.
All right, Nova.
Nova would like to head into the tall grass because
Lovely.
she wants to find the Shinx.
All right. Nova heads into the tall grass first. The party watches eagerly to see what Pokemon she encounters. Nova, would you like to roll for your encounter?
Yeah. What?
You will
do
need
you want
a
me to roll D20?
D20 indeed, yes.
Okay. Let me get out of my set real quick. I rolled an 11.
An 11! Congratulations. You actually barely hit the threshold to acquire a rare encounter. For your information, 1 through 10 will be a standard, 11 through, let's say, 16 will be rare, and then 17 to 20 will be exceptional. Out of the grass stumbles an adorable little Shinx. Its gender is unknown, but the markings on its body are somewhat different than normal Shinx. It's very curious about Nova, and especially her interesting outfit. What do you do, Nova? Your options are, you can approach the Pokemon, you can summon your Pokemon, or you could throw a ball at it raw.
I'm going to approach the Pokemon.
All right. I'll have you roll a D10 to determine its reaction.
Sorry, I
It's okay. You can also just roll a D20. I'll just divide it by 2.
no.
Okay.
Got a 9, 6.
A 6. All right. The Shinx decides not to attack you immediately because it has deemed your aura to be of a calming nature. It approaches you and sniffs your hand, but it's still wary of you. What will you do next? Would you like to know your options?
Yes.
Right. So since the Pokemon is right next to you, you can gently touch a Pokeball to its head and try to catch it. But considering it's at full health, it'll be very difficult to catch unless the Shinx wants to be caught. And currently the Shinx is neutral feeling towards you. But considering... Yes.
What will happen? Like, will it get mad at me if I try to put it in a Pokeball?
Unfortunately, you'll have to find out.
Okay.
But, let's see.
She's gonna, take the gamble and, like, very, like, calmly reach into her little, like, pack or whatever she has and bring it out and, like, gently touch it to its head.
All right. So you walk up to the Shinx, or you're already next to the Shinx, sorry. You bend down, you slowly and carefully grab a Pokeball, and you press it against its head. A red flash of light appears, and the Shinx enters the Pokeball. You now need to roll to see whether you caught it or not. D20.
You're never gonna believe this.
No shot, you got a crit.
Nat 20.
Well. Critical capture! The ball shakes once, and the Shinx is caught immediately without any combat required. Congratulations, Nova. You have caught your first Pokemon of the entire campaign and of the entire party. What would you like to name your newfound Shinx? Your Shinx is... Let me do a quick RNG generator. Your Shinx is a male. And yeah. What would you like to name him?
I have to think of a good one. Give me a moment.
Of course. Meanwhile, would any of you like to also attempt to catch a Pokemon here? But fair warning, the encounter tables are different on Route 102. So if you'd like to gamble here, you could, or you could wait till Route 102. I'll tell you that wherever you go, there's always the chance of getting a Pokemon that you want. If you roll well enough, that is.
So can we theoretically catch one on each route, or? Yes.
But I'm not going to let you catch more than 3 Pokemon. Your limit is 3 Pokemon before the first gym.
Okay. I'm going to try my chance at a Pokemon here.
Alrighty, folks. We have our second challenger. We're going to have Mirage walk up to the grass after seeing Nova's fantastic encounter. Would you like to roll to determine your encounter?
Sure. What am I rolling again?
A D20.
All right. I got an 18.
Ooh, that hits the criteria for an exceptional encounter. The grass shuffles. A strange chirping noise appears, sounding insect-like and foreign. Out of the grass comes out a white and red Pokemon. It looks like a cocoon with the fledgling spikes of a wing possibly forming out of its back. It's a Larvesta. A Larvesta, a Pokemon, once again, not native to the region. You guys are collecting great data here, Professor Blade. But be warned, Larvesta's catch rate is quite low. You're going to have to perform here to get this encounter. What would you like to do?
Inari, you know what to do.
All right, Mirage summons Inari. The battle has started. Allow me a second to set up the calculator. We got Zorua Hisuian versus a Larvesta. Level 6 Hisuian Zorua versus level 5 Larvesta. All right, what would you like to do?
Let's see.
Your moves, if you'd like to refresh yourself on that, are Scratch, Leer, Torment, Detect.
Yes. Let's see. Trying to think if I should just play this, like. Let's see.
Safe?
Yeah. I'm gonna Leer.
All right. You opt for a Leer. The Larvesta's defense is dropped by 1 stage. Larvesta is going to use... Larvesta is going to tackle your Zoru and Hisuian. Luckily, you are a ghost type, and this does no damage. What would you like to do next?
Perfect. Since this is Pokemon D&D, do we know the HP? Or
I will give you a general indicator of the color of their health bar, but I won't give you a percentage.
Okay, I'm going to use Scratch.
All right. Scratch connects, dealing damage that brings the health bar down. It's still in the green. Larvesta will respond with an Ember, dealing roughly about the same amount of damage. What will you do next?
Another Scratch.
Another Scratch connects. The Pokemon's health has passed the halfway point. It's now in the yellow. What will you do now? Oh, sorry. Larvesta also responds with a second Ember. Your Zoro is now also below half health.
I'm going to hit it with one more Scratch.
All right, one more Scratch hits. The Larvesta is now in the red. Its health bar is flashing. The Larvesta responds with a tackle for some reason, doing no damage. Your Pokemon is at the same health as before.
I look down to my bag. I put my hand into my bag, and I grab out a Pokeball. I press it to my forehead real quick, and I breathe in deep. All right. Let's do this. And I throw it kind of like nervously, but I throw it at the Larvesta.
Alrighty. Mirage does his strange good luck ritual and throws his Pokeball. Let's have you roll a d20.
I got a 20.
My goodness.
There's no way.
The party is off to an amazing start today, folks. Well, guess what? The Pokeball hits, bonking the Larvesta in the forehead. The Larvesta is at the perfect health to be caught, and with the luck he's just demonstrated, it's another critical capture, folks. Congratulations. You're now the proud owner of a Larvesta. How do you feel? What are you going to name it? Your Larvesta is a female.
Female Larvesta.
Speaking of, Nova, have you decided upon a name?
His name is Torin.
Torin. All right. I like that.
It was Laverne.
All right. You work on your name. The other two,
Yeah.
I'd recommend you to start heading towards the next route now, and you can get your encounters there if you'd like.
Yeah,
Sound good?
absolutely.
All right.
While we're on our way over there, can I have my Slowpoke out and just have him kind of like chilling with the other Pokemans?
Absolutely. Would the rest of you like to release your Pokemon to walk alongside you as you explore the route?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
All right, lovely. You head back to Oldale Town. You make a quick pit stop at the Poke Center, healing everybody back up to full health, and you head over to Route 102. You're now on your way to Petalburg City. Luckily for you, it appears a group of Team Magma and Aqua Grunts have run through the route, absolutely devastating the local trainers. Trainer Joey is in tears, so there's no battles to be had here, but there's Pokemon to be caught. Who's going to go first?
I believe it should be Jake or Ripley.
Ripley! Are you ready? Ripley?
Hello, sorry.
No worries. Would you like to enter the
I'm ready.
grass?
I absolutely would.
All right, he enters into this grass, the Slowpoke already out of the Pokeball. Let's have you roll a d20 to determine your encounter.
Can I have you roll for me?
Absolutely, I can. Let me grab my dice. Alrighty, you have rolled a 13. Not bad. Unfortunately, not enough to get an exceptional encounter, but you have acquired a rare encounter. So, let me quickly check the encounter table. All right. Out of the grass waddles the most adorable little Oddish you've ever seen in your life. Once again, folks, Oddish, not native to this region, but the little weed-like plant comes out waddling towards you, very interested in your Slowpoke. What would you like to do?
I think I would also like to.
Your options are approach the Pokemon, start a battle, or throw a Pokeball.
I want to approach him.
All right.
I'm gonna walk
You-
up to him.
You walk up to the Oddish. I'm going to have you roll again. I guess I will do the roll. Okay, let's see. Ooh, you rolled a 7. All right. Oddish allows you to approach, seemingly interested in you, but as you approach, it releases a puff of poisonous purple gas. It's poison
I felt
powder.
that out.
It seems the Oddish was a little more cautious than you expected. The stinging powder lands over your skin and your Slowpoke. Your Slowpoke is now poisoned, and you are feeling the effects of basically a widespread allergic rash. What'd you do now?
Beautiful. Okay. At this point, I think we gotta battle it.
All
We're gonna
right,
try
the
and
battle
take battle.
starts. You are afflicted by the poison condition, so you will be taking chip damage every turn. So,
Right.
let me set up your calculator. Slowpoke versus Oddish. And what would you like to do for your first move?
Okay, can you remind me of my moveset?
Absolutely, I can. Your Slowpoke has the moves Curse, Tackle, Belch, and Water Gun.
Okay.
Notably, you don't have any berries yet, so you can't use Belch.
Right. We're gonna use a normal. We're gonna do a tackle.
Tackle, you say. All right. Give me 1 second to see what Oddish has available. Okay. Cool. All right. The tackle lands. The health bar moves down, let's say, a respectable amount. The bar is still green, so you haven't gotten to the halfway mark yet. Oddish
Right.
opts to hit you with an absorb. This move is special effective against your water type. You take a big chunk of damage. You're still above half health, and poison ticks down. You're still above half health. What would you like to do next?
We're gonna try some. Let's talk out for a second. So he has the water gun, but that wouldn't be effective against Oddish, right?
Indeed, water is resisted, or grass resists water.
Right.
Correct.
Okay, so that's not helpful whatsoever.
Hmm. But I will
Um,
remind you that Oddish has a very easy capture rate, so you could throw a Pokeball here, or you could opt to chip it down even further.
We're just gonna send it with a Pokeball, I believe.
All right, let me do your roll. Bum ba dum bum bum. My God, what is wrong with you
I felt
guys?
it.
What the?
I felt it good, dog. I feel it's
You
like a
felt that?
17 or an 18.
It was an 18. 2020 and
I felt it.
18. My God. All right, the Pokeball sails through the air, bonking the Oddish on the head. It turns into a flash of red light, and once again, a critical capture. That's 3 for 3, folks. We'll see if old Atlas here can keep up the pattern. The Oddish has been captured. You've captured a male Oddish. Would you like to name him? And
Give me a moment. I will come up with a name.
you work on the name, and then we'll have a Hyper. Have you named your Larvesta?
Yes, I have.
All right.
Hestia.
What did you go with? Hestia the Larvesta. I like that. Alrighty, folks. Now the party almost all has 2 members. Atlas, would you like to opt to enter the grass and look for a Pokemon here? I will admit, you don't need to catch a Pokemon here. You can wait till after Petalburg or into the woods. But you can as well.
I am going to go check on the little bitch, Trainer Joey, and on my way there, drunkenly stumble into the tall grass by accident.
Oh my
I
goodness.
love this guy.
Alrighty. Atlas decides to chat up Trainer Joey, but unfortunately on his way there, he trips on a stray root and lands headfirst into the grass. Do you have dice, or would you like me to roll for you?
I do, and hopefully this is something decent.
Alrighty. Please roll a d20.
I got a 2, Blade.
Well, not everybody can be lucky. Your encounter is... Actually, hold on. Let me double check.
Oh, we
Give me a moment. Because honestly, I didn't expect any of you to hit the poor capture threshold. But alas, there's always the one. All right. Out of the grass comes out the most adorable Lotad you've ever seen in your life. He comes out and he's chirping. He looks like he wants to be friends. He looks like he doesn't have any worries in the world. What are you going to do?
I am going to summon Pawnyard and hit that bitch with Fury Cutter.
Good Lord.
God damn.
All right.
I was waiting
Well-
for him to say step on it or something.
Allow me to get you that calc. Pawnyard. Pawnyard uses Fury Cutter. This move is super effective. Lotad's health plummets right exactly to the halfway point, turning into the yellow. What are you going to do now? Be warned, another hit could end up killing it. It all depends
Does
on your
Lotad
roll.
not get a turn?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot about that part. Lotad, whose moves are, let me check. Lotad learns. All right, Lotad opts to use Absorb. This move is resisted, I believe, and only hits for a minuscule chunk of damage, healing it just above the halfway mark, turning its health bar back to green.
Fury Cutter.
Fury Cutter lands. I'm going to have you roll for this, just to make sure you don't get any high rolls or crits. Please roll a d20.
17.
My God, man. The Fury Cutter lands. Thankfully, it's not a critical hit this time. It's a high roll, though. But luckily, the little chip damage that the Lotad healed from the Absorb saves its life. It survives with a sliver of the health bar, barely visible. What are you going to do now?
Lotad's turn.
Yeah, sorry. Lotad decides to go for a growl.
Can I chuck a rock at the Lotad?
Fair warning, the rock will inflict damage, potentially fainting your encounter.
That is fine by me.
Alrighty, let's have you roll d20.
Crazy.
18.
My God, man, you're not making this easy for me. The rock lands. It pummels the poor Lotad in the face. The Lotad faints. The rest of the party is looking at you with shock and fear. You had the perfect chance to catch a new Pokemon, the most adorable Lotad ever known to man, and you ruthlessly fainted it. The Pokemon
Can I
is
go over
gone.
to the fainted Lotad and chuck it deeper into the bush?
Rejected. All right. The Lotad struggles to crawl away, barely being able to limp away. It is pitiful. The sight almost brings
Can I-
tears to Nova's eyes. In fact, no, it
Can I-
does bring
can I
tears.
run
Nova
over
is
and use a
openly
potion?
weeping aloud. Mirage
Okay.
heads over and heals up the
Why
Lotad.
would you do that?
The Lotad
Can
seems
I
very
roll
grateful.
a d20 to throw a rock at Hyper?
I'm going to give Mirage the initiative since he chose to heal the Pokemon, and the Pokemon is very grateful. Would you like to try and catch this Pokemon? This would be your last encounter until the gym. Fair warning.
Yes.
All right. The poor abused Lotad, happy to finally meet somebody who's not a psychopath, walks up to him and cuddles your leg. You press a Pokeball to its head,
Oh.
and it gladly accepts you as its trainer. No roll required.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Your Lotad is a female. Would you like to name? Actually, you work on the name, and we're gonna have, I believe, Ripley. No, has everybody done their encounter?
Yes.
Everybody have a
Still
second?
level
Yes, I
Pokemon?
just need to name my Pokemon.
All right. So you guys work on naming your Pokemon. I'm gonna narrate you guys heading into Petalburg. All right.
Okay, before you do that, did you say mine was a male or female Pokemon? The Oddish.
The Oddish is a male, I believe.
Male. Okay, his name is going to be Leaf. Leef. Leaf.
All right. Leaf
Is
the
my
Oddish.
Lotad a level 5?
Indeed, it is.
Okay.
All right. Fair warning: your Lotad absolutely despises Atlas and will try to attack him on sight, despite its good and wholesome nature. It hates Atlas.
Honestly,
So-
real.
Perhaps not bring it out of the Pokeball around him. Or do. Honestly, I think he deserves it at this point. Anyhow, the party decides to head up Route 102. They chat up the trainers in the route, and all of them tell them the same story. A group of Team Magma and Aqua Grunts ran through, apparently competing to see who could demolish the trainers faster. And with their overleveled Pokemon, by the way, these Pokemon are all foreigners. They're not natives to the Hoenn region. They absolutely obliterate the trainers here, and they're all somewhat upset. One trainer with a Ralts with white hair is standing there, and he looks like he has fury building in his eyes. Would any of you like to talk to him before you head to Petalburg?
I will. I'll walk up to him and I'll be like, "Hey, dog, what's wrong? You seem a little upset."
The trainer sighs deeply. Man, it was my first day being a Pokemon trainer. I just caught this Ralts. Did you know there's only a 4% chance to encounter a Ralts on this route? It was the happiest day of my life. But then, these absolute thugs came through and beat the shit out of me and my Pokemon. Could you believe that? What am I supposed to do now? I don't even have any money left. They took took my wallet. How am I supposed to buy a potion to save my Pokemon? I mean, I could take it to the Poké
Can
Center,
I
but
give the man another potion?
I'm absolutely depressed. Rejected. It is currently Ripley's initiative.
Okay.
Ripley, what would you like to do?
I feel like I'm gonna go back with everybody else, and I'm gonna just kind of inform them the thing that he was just saying about people. Like, there's these people that are coming around that are stealing Pokemon and hurting people, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Very good, very good. How does the party respond to this new information? By the way, did you want to offer him a potion or just leave him hanging? Maybe some money?
I'll drop him like $200 or 200 Pokebucks for a potion if he chooses to buy that, whatever he chooses. 200.
All right. I will let you know that whether or not he spends that money on potions or something else, you'll find out later. Foreshadowing. All right, party. How will you respond to this newfound information?
Nova is writing it down.
All right. Nova looks at Ripley with anxiety building in her eyes. She takes out her handy dandy notepad and starts writing down this information. Atlas and Mirage, anything to say about this?
We'll give the little bastard a potion and tell him we'll take care of them.
All right. And Mirage, would you like to offer help, maybe like let him hang off your shoulders, you take him to the Pokemon Center or something? Since I know you wanted to offer him a potion anyway.
Yes, I'll help him out.
All right, lovely. The drunken bastard, Atlas, apparently has a soft side. He offers the man a potion. Ripley had offered him money. Atlas offered him a potion. And Mirage offered him an arm to lean on as he heads back to the Poké Center in Petalburg. All right. You end up in the city. The man says his name is Wally, and he's very grateful that you decided to help him. And maybe he has faith in humanity once again because of your kind gesture. He told you that if you guys hadn't helped him, he was going to turn to drugs. Good move, guys. Great job. You
saved the young man. $200. He can choose to spend it on whatever he would like.
Indeed.
Except drugs.
Indeed.
Drugs
well, you leave him in the Poké Center, and he gives all of you his contact information. And now you are in the Pokemon Center, and you're in Petalburg City. Would you like to progress your quest and head to the gym or explore the city?
Can I heal my Pokemon?
Yes. You all heal your Pokemon alongside Wally.
So homie doesn't have poison anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. I think we should explore the town a little bit. What's in here?
Okay. So not all of you have to do this. You can split up here if you want, or you could, go meander the town and come back into the meetup at the gym. What's it going to be? Ripley wants to explore the town.
I want to know what's in the town.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
The town contains a Pokemon Center, a Pokemart, 3 houses, a gym, and a body of water. Unfortunately, you don't have fishing rods yet, so you cannot utilize it.
Can I I'm
gonna kind of go
around to the route and train my Pokemon?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Let's just say you'll gain experience pretty soon here.
Okay, so when I'm gonna walk towards the closer towards the town, and can I are there any townsfolk around? What are these?
There are. There is a gentle looking grandma and a let's say a 12-year-old kid. Would you like to approach either one?
Yeah, I'll talk to the grandma. I would like to approach her and just introduce myself. I'm going to say, hi, I'm Ripley. We're just moving through town. Just wanted to hear about the town. Do you have any I don't know, any advice for going around?
Oh, Sonny, it's nice to see a new face around these parts. Petalburg City's been mostly the same for the last 15 years. Anything happening around the town? Well, you see, there's been a bit of a hubbub going on with the Team Magua and Team Aqua being quite active. I'm not sure what the gym leader is doing about the situation, but I hope he handles it real soon.
When was the last time you guys saw them around here?
I'm sorry, Sonny, but my memory isn't the best anymore. It feels like yesterday.
Gotcha.
All right.
I feel like that's the end of our conversation here. I just kind of bid
Yep.
her farewell.
I will take that as the end of your action.
Yes.
The rest of you, would you like to go exploring or just head over to the
No.
gym?
You know, I'm gonna hit up the Pokemart and see what they got.
All right. Before we enter the Pokemart, is anyone else going with him, or are you guys going to explore? What are the vibes?
Nova's gonna go with him.
All right, Atlas.
I got something different in mind.
All right. I will. Do you want to move after them?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Mirage and Nova head to the Pokemart, and you meet a familiar-looking face. And you ask him if he's the same guy you met at the Oldale Center. He said, no, we get that a lot. We have a lot of siblings around here. I'm not sure if you've heard of Jenny and Nurse Joy. We also have a similar sibling situation going on in the Pokemarts, but unfortunately we're not as popular as the other two, probably because we're not as hot. But whatever.
Sure.
Would you like to see our wares?
Yeah,
Yes,
a
please.
quick question. Do you
Yes.
sell Monster Energy here?
That is
What?
an odd request. Unfortunately, we only have water. If you're looking for stuff like that, you'll have to find a more grocery store type scenario, and then you can find one of those in good old Rustboro.
Okay. Yeah.
What about
see
you-
got, though.
All right. In that case, we offer a similar selection since you also are only at 0 badges. You may buy Pokeballs, potions, paralyzed heals, antidotes, escape ropes, repels, and our local specialty, you can buy a netball. Netballs are effective against water and bug types. Very useful if you're planning to catch something in Petalburg Woods. Or maybe even go fishing off the coast.
How much is
are
a
the
netball?
netballs?
Netballs are 300 a pop.
Take 2.
And you, miss?
Can I also have 2 netballs?
Alrighty. I'm not keeping track of your money, but I'm going to say you are almost broke.
I'm keeping
I
track.
have
You keep it track?
1,200 Pokedollars left.
You said how much? How much was the?
1,200 for the potions and 600 for the 2 Pokeballs. I think you have about 1,200 left, maybe?
Yeah.
So then I have 2,000 left
Oh, okay, great.
because I only bought 2 potions the first time.
Oh, yeah, true. Alrighty, so both of you leave with 2 netballs, and before you leave, the Pokemart owner decides to give you a little tip since you decided to buy his specialty. Don't tell anybody I told you this, but if you head down to the beach off of off of Route 104, you'll find a guy fishing off the coast. You'll notice him wearing a Magikarp hat, and trust me, he's going to ask you a question. He's going to ask you, do you like to fish? All you have to say is yes. And if he asks you your favorite Pokemon, just lie and say Magikarp. He'll give you a fishing rod.
Well, I think I'm gonna go do that right now.
So after he says
No,
that, can I?
do that as well?
Rejected.
Mm.
You cannot leave
Am
the
I
city
able to-
until you complete your quest.
Am I able to run into the Pokemart
You
after
can't
seeing
walk
what they
from it?
got?
Yeah, you can grab some netballs as well.
I would also like to do that. I would like to grab 2 netballs from the Pokemart.
All right. He doesn't offer you the tip because he assumes your party members will tell you about it. So you're currently unaware
Gotcha.
unless they
Nope.
both decide to not tell you, which is a bit mean, but maybe.
I'll tell him.
All right, perfect. So the party now has this insider tip, and
yeah.
I believe all that's left for you is to head to the gym. Actually, wait, before that, Atlas, you said you had something different in mind. What would you like to do in the
I
town?
do. I'm going to
Oh,
slap
God.
Wally in the back of the head and tell him that I'm going to go talk to his parents and demand he takes me there.
Oh boy. Oh
Oh
boy.
no.
Alrighty. Wally says
Wait, how many meatballs did Ripley buy?
he bought
I bought two.
All right. Wally has tears in his eyes from the vicious slap you issued to the back of his head.
Not that hard, like a light. Tap.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. All right. Wally still has tears in his eyes because he's the baby back bitch. And he tells you that, unfortunately, my parents are in Verdanturf Town, and we're not going to be able to get there in a meaningful amount of time. My grandparents do live here if you really want to see them.
I'm going to the grandparents.
Alrighty. Mirage grabs Wally by the scruff of his neck and drags him over to his
Not Mirage.
grandparents' house. Sorry, not Mirage, sorry. Atlas. Atlas grabs Wally and drags him to his grandparents' house. You knock. Actually, what would you like to do at the door?
Knock on the door.
All right, he knocks on the door 3 times, and let's say, a pair of senior citizens open the door. They're wearing matching sweaters, and they seem to be quite adorable and wholesome. What would you like to do?
I'm going to gently toss Wally inside the house and explain to the grandparents what the hell happened on Route 10 whatever.
All right. Atlas decides to issue some tough love here. He throws Wally back home and tells his grandparents about what had happened to him. His grandparents are shocked that somebody would do something so horrid to their beloved grandson, and they're very thankful to you for bringing him back home before he did something foolish. They offer you a reward. They give you the TM for pursuit. Would you like to accept?
I'll accept the TM and head over to the Pokemart.
All right. Side quest done. Atlas enters the Pokemart, still rather drunk. What would you like to do?
Buy 3 bottles of whiskey.
The Pokemart employee once again reminds you that we do not serve alcohol.
I was told that I could buy whiskey in Petalburg.
He says, damn it. I was really hoping we would have to sell this to a drunkard like you. Fine. We have standard whiskey. We have a special from Rustboro. What would you like?
1 of each.
Alrighty. He hands you 2 bottles. It'll cost you 600 Poké Dollars. And that's 200 and 400 each, if you're doing the math.
All right. I will go and meet up with the rest of the party.
All right. So the 4 of you meet up at the Petalburg gym. You're chit-chatting and telling each other about your exploits in the city when a party of 4 approaches you. First up is a man. He's wearing a striped shirt and jeans, and he has a spike of blonde hair that looks messy and yet somehow tousled in a way that you can tell that he did that shit in the mirror in the morning. He says, "You guys are late. I'm going to find you all 1 million Poké-Yen." What are you guys supposed to be, huh? Some kind of team? You guys look like you don't even like each other. Following up, we have a woman wearing, let's say she's wearing shorts and a academy uniform. And she says, "Oh, you look like you're from Galar. You look like you know how to throw a punch. I hope you know how to battle too." Then we have a woman wearing a pretty standard goth outfit, but it does have accents of pink. So maybe she's not all about the black and white. She walks up to Nova and says, "I love your dress. Where did you get it?" And lastly, we have a man with green hair. He's taller than Ripley, which is quite a feat. And he says to him, "Your Slowpoke, it's so happy. How did you do that? It seems like not even the world ending could make your Slowpoke lose its chill." Who would like to respond first?
Nova would like to respond and be like, "Oh my gosh, I love your dress. I just bought it at a store back home.
Mhm. All right.
I
I'm
don't know
going
if they make it
to
anymore."
Yeah, I'm going to say that Nova and her unnamed individual here grab their hands. They start moving in a circle and speaking to each other in that way that girls do when they start talking really fast. All right, who's up next?
Okay,
Um,
go ahead. You
Ripley?
got this.
Okay,
You're
Mirage.
chilling. Go ahead, Mirage.
So I want to walk up to the blonde haired guy, and I'm just gonna kind of like nervously be like, I'm so sorry that we were late. We ran into a kid named Wally, and we had to help him out.
Hmm. The boy nods and says, "Well, I could respect your heroism. That is a trait that I look for in Pokemon trainers." Next.
Okay, so I'm gonna spark a blunt, and I'm just gonna kind of look around to see who like peeps if it peeps anybody's interest or if anybody's like initial reactions.
All right, you gauge their reactions. Barry seems. Sorry, I just spoiled a name. My bad. The blonde-haired individual looks at
Mhm.
you with a let's say confused expression. The woman, not the one who is goth and talking to Nova,
The
the other
excited
woman,
one.
yeah, the one who wants to battle Atlas. She seems completely uninterested. The woman who's currently chatting with Nova hasn't even noticed. And the last one, the
Mhm.
one who commented on your slow bro, he seems maybe even interested. Maybe he'd like a hit. Who knows?
Okay, so I'm gonna walk up to this guy with the green hair. I'm gonna introduce myself, and I'm gonna pass him the blunt. I'm gonna take a hit, and I'm gonna pass it to him. I'm
All
gonna see if he
right.
takes it.
Bold move. The man says, It's a pleasure to meet you, Ripley. My name's N. And thank you for offering me your blunt. Don't mind if I do. He takes a fat rip.
Of course he does.
Who's up next? By the way, I will say only Ripley knows their partner or not partner. They're like, we're not gonna let's just get it out of the bag. Their rival's name is N. But you guys have used your action, so it is Atlas's turn.
I'm going to walk up to the Academy girl, extend a hand, and say, "Anytime, any place, bitch. My name is Atlas."
She seems impressed and a little bit offended at your bravado, but she replies, "Well, if your battle style is as bold as your words, I can't wait to battle you." And she says, "The name's Demona, by the way. Nice to meet you, Atlas." All right. And hearing the introductions going on, the woman talking to Nova says, "My name is Marnie." And the final person, the blonde-haired man, says, "The name's Barry. You better remember that, because I'm going to be the next Pokemon champion." Alrighty. And now that the introductions have been set, guess what time it is, folks? It's
Wait,
time.
what's the name of the woman?
Correct. I will repeat it for everybody. Atlas, your rival is Nemona. Mirage, your rival is Barry. Ripley, your rival is N. And Nova, your rival is Marnie. Alrighty. Well, Nemona is tired of waiting. She says, "You know what? There's no better way to get to know a Pokemon trainer than with a battle. How about we all split off and start a battle of our own? What do you say?"
I'm down.
Let's do it.
I'll drink to that.
Nova's a little hesitant, but she's like, "Do you want to, Marnie? Like, are you down for this?"
Marnie says, "Are you kidding, girl? I'm dying to see what kind of cute Pokemon you have. Let's do this."
Okay.
Alrighty. Your first team battle has started. So this is a 4v4 battle, but in this battle, you are not allowed to attack any of the Pokemon except for your direct rival. In the future, you may face a battle where you can attack any of the Pokemon. We will call this a multi-battle when you can attack multiple. This is currently just 4 sets of 1s. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Understood.
Alrighty. So I'm going to have you all decide which of your Pokemon you're going to send out first, except for Atlas, of course, with your lone Pawniard. Barry sends out a level 6 Piplup. Nemona sends out a Pawmi at level 7. Marnie sends out a Morpeko at level 7. And N sends out a Purloin at level 6. If you'd like to take a moment to Google what Pokemon that is, I will allow you to do so. And you may also decide...
So cute.
Indeed. Once again, remember to save your reactions for the dialogue, because I'm sure it'll be fun.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I understand that was a gut reaction.
I already
All
know
right.
what I'm doing.
All right. Well, since Mirage, you know what you're going to send out, I'm going to have you take the first initiative. What Pokemon will you send out?
I look back on the words that the professor told me about type matchups, and I send out Daria, my Lotad.
Alrighty, folks. So, since we are doing 4 sets of 1s, we're going to go and do Mirage's battle against Barry until the finish, and then proceed to the next one. So, we have a level 5 Lotad. Or sorry, yeah, level 5 versus a level 6 Piplup. Piplup. Level 6. Alright. What kind of move would you like to use?
I look down at Daria and I say, Daria, I'm not normally a violent person, but when you look at this Piplup, I want you to pretend that it's Atlas. And I tell it.
Sorry. Like, all right.
I tell it to use a Razor Leaf.
Oh my, folks. All right. You said the name is Daria?
Yeah, Daria. Darya.
All right. Daria the Lotad, adorable as ever. Its eyes focus. A menacing glare approaches its vision. The Piplup is a bit shocked by the violence coming out of this Lotad. Lotad attacks with a Razor Leaf, a move that it does not normally get, but this Lotad seems to have acquired it out of spite somehow. The move hits. It does massive damage. The Piplup's health drops down to halfway. It is in the yellow. Piplup responds with a bubble that chips you for a small amount. You're still in the green. Your next turn.
We're going to hit it with another Razor Leaf.
Lovely. The Razor Leaf connects. Wait, Razor Leaf, is it 100% accuracy?
I think so. I'll
Double check.
check that.
Yep. Fact check.
Razor Leaf.
95.
It has
okay.
95%.
All right. Since you hit last time, I'm going to have you roll a d20 this time to see if you connect.
Understood.
That'll be the system for moves that are almost 100% accurate. I'll give you the first hit guaranteed.
Close my fucking dice real quick.
You're good. Take your time. I'm going to explain the mechanics here. So if a move has 90 plus accuracy, your first hit is always guaranteed, and your second hit you'll have to roll. Anything below 90 will be a roll. And the lower the accuracy of the move, the harder of a roll will be to hit.
Do you want you? So you said
D20.
D20?
Absolutely.
Okay. 14.
14. That is good enough to hit. The Razor Leaf connects. Piplup goes down. Barry is aghast. He grabs his fainted Piplup, cradling in his arms. He says, wow, I guess there was more to you than your, I don't even know what to call it, exterior. Well done, but believe my words, this won't be the last time you've seen me. All right. All of your XP will be calculated at the end of the battles. So congratulations, Mirage, on winning your rival fight. Next up, who's it going to be?
I do have one question.
Yes.
Is this a singular Pokemon gains XP, or are we going Scarlet Violet where the whole party gains XP?
It will be party-wide.
All right, cool.
Alrighty.
Well, since I don't have to make a choice, I might as well fight.
Lovely. So now we
Did
have...
I gain any XP from the Lotad?
I guess you did.
I guess
We'll
it's
say
fair that level 6 like the rest of ours.
Yeah, we'll say you level up to level 6 off of that brutality. What move would you like to opt for here?
What am I fighting against?
A Palmy.
Fury Cutter.
All right. Let me enter that into the calculator. Fury Cutter. And you're up against a Palmy. Luckily, I already have the moves written down. All right. Your Fury Cutter lands for a respectable chunk of damage. The bar does not change color. Palmy fires back with a Thunder Shock. The move hits for less damage than you, but it was also a respectable amount. Let's say slightly less damage. What would you like to do next?
What moves do I all have again?
You have access to Scratch,
We didn't use
Leer,
the pursuit.
Fury Cutter, and Mean Look. You have not used your TM yet, so you don't have that. And reminder, Fury Cutter does ramping damage as the more you use it.
Yes, Fury Cutter again.
Okay. Actually, don't know if this calculator is able to account for that. Let me check. If not, I'll just give you I'll have you roll for the bonus damage. Actually, Fury Cutter is also 95%. So we'll have you roll just once to determine your damage and whether or not it hits.
20.
Sorry. Okay. Fuck.
No, I didn't
All
roll a
right.
20.
Oh, sorry,
a
D20.
D20. I'm
D20.
asking
Yes. D20. D20.
16.
Alrighty, folks. This is a high roll. Unfortunately, this is not a crit. The damage hits and its health, let's say it takes roughly a little under double the damage from the first hit. And now its HP is under a quarter. It's in the red. Pommy responds with a quick attack. This does abysmal damage to your poniard, barely moving its health bar. What will you do?
I'm gonna mean look.
All right, this man is aura farming. The poniard opts for a mean look. Pommy hits you with a thundershock, and oh my goodness, what's this? The thundershock paralyzes your poniard. What will you do?
Fury Cutter.
Fury Cutter, let's have you roll to see whether or not you break out of paralysis. Or, you know what I mean.
20 again.
Yes.
18.
Well. Your poniard looks at the sparks of yellow flashing on its skin of disgust. It slashed its arm downwards, removing the sparks from its body. Somehow it has overcome its paralysis with its sheer willpower. It strikes with a Fury Cutter that slashes into the poor Pommy. The Pommy faints on the spot. Nimona is deeply impressed with your battle prowess. She says to you, Atlas, "Oh, we're going to have some fun together. I can't wait for you to get stronger and for me to show you how I really battle. This was just a taste." Your response?
We can cross that bridge when they get there. Do you want a drink?
Nimona says, unfortunately, we're still on a mission here from Professor Blade, so I'm not going to take that drink just yet. But hey, if by some chance that one day pigs fly and you happen to beat the Pokemon champion, I'll take you up on that drink.
Sounds good enough to me.
All right. Atlas wins his battle, and he scores potentially the chance to get a date with Nimona. But it won't be till the end of the game, folks. Okay, who's up next? We've got Marnie or N. Who wants to go first?
Blade, please age these characters up.
Yes. Everybody here is in the 20 to 24 age range, just like our characters. Speaking of, everybody, remind me of your age.
23.
Oh, we're going back to the original ages? Okay.
No, I have it written
20.
down. Okay, here. Nova is 20, Atlas is 23, Mirage is 22, and Ripley is 21, and all of your rivals are in the same age range.
Yes.
Lovely. Thank you for that reminder. I completely forgot about that. All right.
Yeah, the mode is 15.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay. Which Pokemon would you like to summon to fight N's Purloin?
Okay, so before I throw out a Pokemon, can I use like a to call the cat over? Can I try and get like a quick pet before the battle, or is that not allowed?
Let's say you exchange a glance with N, and it's clear that you want to pet the cat. N smiles at you, noticing a kindred spirit, and he says, "Absolutely, man. Go ahead." I'm going to have you roll to see whether or not the Purloin lets you pet it. Let's have you roll a D10.
Can I get you to roll that for me?
Absolutely. My God, man. You rolled a perfect 10. How is this
Hell yeah,
possible?
dog.
How is this possible, Chad?
Power the
I guess so. Maybe it's just your gentle aura, but the Purloin walks over to you as if it has known you its whole life. It rubs against your leg lovingly, and you reach down and scratch the back of its head, and it starts vibrating and purring. What would you like to do next?
All right, and then I'm gonna get my Slowpoke out, and we're gonna beat this bitch up.
All right. Now that the introductions are over, it's time to get down to business. We have a level 6 Purloin versus a level 6 Slowpoke. Sorry, Mo the Slowpoke. He has a name. What attack would you like to use?
Okay, he's gonna start with Water Gun.
All right. You command your Slowpoke to go for a water gun. But N says, not so fast. He goes and commands his Purloin to use Fake Out. Fake Out is a priority move that always hits first and flinches you. The move hits, dealing a small amount of damage, but still, enough to bring the health bar down a decent amount. You're still in the green. Would you like to try for that water gun again on the second turn?
Okay, can I quickly, like, in between this, I wanna call back Slowpoke for like a quick little pep talk.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just say that you give him a little inspiring speech. Would you like to give that speech, or would you like me to give it? I think you should give it.
No, I'm just like, hey, you know what? That was a really tough hit, and he shouldn't be moving like that. That's his fault. So we're gonna get this, and we're gonna beat his ass now. And I feel like Slowpoke's pretty good. He's getting it. He's nodding his head. He understands.
All right.
You should give Slowpoke a hit of the blunt.
Nah, not for the Pokemon.
Yeah, not yet. As a
He's
reward.
He's for the edibles.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we'll find him a Poke Treat that can do the same effect. So, what attack would you like to do after your motivational speech?
Okay, I think he is. I think he's gonna go for like a. I'm gonna go for a tackle.
Okay, let me put that in the calc. All right, Slowpoke uses tackle. The tackle does a good chunk of damage. Let's say a little over a quarter. The health bar of Purloin is still in the green. Purloin hits you with a Fury Swipes. It lands 3 times. Your health is now slightly above the halfway mark. What would you like to do next?
We're gonna try. Okay, does my Slowpoke have confusion?
No, you have tackle, water gun,
Water
curse.
gun. Curse. Okay, so we're gonna hit with water gun again.
All right, a stream of water jets out of Mo's mouth, nailing the Purloin. It seems particularly upset that you got it wet. It doesn't do super effective damage, but you've dealt mental damage. The damage hits, and the health bar has now moved below the halfway point, and the health bar is in the yellow. Purloin hits you with a... Pause. Purloin hits you with a sand attack. It splashes some filthy dust into your Slowbro's eyes. Its accuracy is lowered by 1 stage. What would you like to do now?
We're gonna hit another tackle.
Alrighty, you up for a tackle? I'm going to roll for you to see if you connect because your accuracy has been dropped. You roll a 15. Lovely.
Hell yeah.
This is not enough to crit, but you do connect with your tackle, doing another chunk of damage. The health bar is now firmly in the red. 1 more hit will take it out. Purloin hits you with another set of Fury Swipes. This one hits for 5 times. My God. It hurts. Mo's health bar is now also in the yellow. Luckily, you are not in the red just quite yet. You are, like, let's say you're right above the threshold. A little over a quarter health left. What next?
He's going to throw one last tackle.
All right. Slowpoke goes for a tackle. I'm going to roll for this last hit just to see if you crit. We'll just roll a d4.
Come on.
Oh, my goodness. It's a 4. All right.
Hell yeah.
Purloin hits you with a growl for some reason. Perhaps it's a little bit shaken up by all the water and the damage it's taken. It goes for a growl, trying to intimidate you and to lower the damage of your incoming tackle. But the tackle connects and it does enough damage. The Purloin drops. All right. N quickly goes to his Pokemon and uses a potion on it to heal it up. He says, "Your battle style is very unique. I'm very interested to see how you'll evolve as a trainer from now on. Maybe one day you might even be able to hear the thoughts of your Pokemon as well. Actually, since you did beat me, would you like to know what your Slowpoke is thinking?"
Absolutely.
Well, your Slowpoke initially was a little bit reserved about meeting you. He kind of thought you were a bit of a loser. But after getting to know you, he really likes you. And he's excited to see how you're going to utilize him in the future. And he also kind of wants to get high. So I don't know how you're going to deal with that, but good luck.
Hell yeah. I think at this point I wanna dap up my slowpoke before I put him back.
Alrighty, you dap up Mo the Slowpoke. Mo looks incredibly proud at having won his, I believe this is his first official Pokemon battle.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Ripley. You have defeated N. Last but not least, we have the ladies matchup. Marnie versus Nova. What's it going to be, Nova? Who are you sending out to face the adorable Morpeko?
She's sending out Shanks.
Alrighty.
And she's also your Morpeko is so cute. What's their name?
Marnie. The Morpeko's name, sorry?
Yeah.
Okay. Allow me a moment to think of that, because I didn't think that far ahead. Oh, my Morpeko? Her name is Deirdre.
Oh. Well.
And
this is
what did you call your Shinx?
This is Torin.
Torin? That's a very handsome name for a handsome boy.
Right? Isn't he just so cute?
He really is. But you know what? I think we've got a battle to get done. Shall we get started?
Yeah. Also, what level is my Shinx at?
Your Shinx is at the level you caught it of level 5. Would you like to
you.
know its moveset?
I have it.
You got it pulled up?
I have the abilities pulled up. Yes.
Perfect.
I'm prepared.
Lovely. All right. What attack will you choose to go for?
Torin, use Thundershock.
The adorable little electric cat opts to Thundershock. It's opposing, I believe Morpeko is an electric type, no? It's opposing electric type. Morpeko tanks the hit. It does a reasonable amount of damage. The health bar remains in the green. Marnie, deciding to match your energy, says, Morpeko, show him how you really use Thundershock. Her Thundershock connects as well, dealing a tiny bit more damage than you did. What's up next?
I don't know this. Torin, use Leer.
All right. Torin uses Leer, glaring at the Morpeko with an intimidating glare. The Morpeko steps back a little bit, afraid. Its defense drops by 1 stage. Notably, this is physical defense, so physical moves will now do more damage. It hits you back with another Thundershock. Your health is now around a quarter depleted.
Torin, use Tackle.
Oh my, we've got a savvy trainer on our hands here, folks. Using stat abilities already? The tackle connects. It does a good chunk of damage, knocking the Morpeko's health down below the yellow. It is now under 50% health. What will you do next?
Torin, use Thundershock.
Alrighty. The Thundershock connects. Oh, wait, sorry. I forgot to say Morpeko went with the same Thundershock. So you're still above half. All right, you go for a Thundershock. It does the same damage as it did initially. The health bar is still in the yellow, not in the red just quite yet. Morpeko's Thundershock brings you down to half, to the yellow HP, under half.
Torin, use Tackle.
Alrighty, I'm gonna have you roll a D. Just roll any dice, honestly. Just roll something. See if you crit.
Just roll something.
I rolled a D20. I got 13.
13, no crit, but better than average damage. The tackle connects, hitting the Morpeko with a -1 defense stat. The tackle empties the Morpeko's health bar. Down goes Deirdre. Deirdre faints. Marnie is noticeably upset at having lost the battle, but she's still proud of how her Morpeko did. She walks up to you and she says, what did she say? Hold on, let me cook. You did so well. I'm really proud of you, but next time I'm not going to go so easy on you. And I know you've got more Pokemon in your bag there. I can't wait to see them.
Yeah, I think you're going to love who I have up my sleeve.
Well, believe me, I could use a little bit of a mood booster here. Do you mind showing me?
Yeah, she Nova pulls out Elowin's Pokeball and lets her out, and she's
All
like,
right.
"This is Elowin, my Hatena."
Elowin the Hatana appears on the ground. She waddles on over to the arrival of Nova, and she introduces herself with an adorable Hatena, Hatena. Marnie is absolutely in love with this Pokemon. She scoops it up off the ground and starts spinning it in circles in the sky. Nova, you are the best trainer I've ever met in my life. Where'd you find this cutie?
She was actually gifted to me by Professor Blade on our first encounter with him.
Oh man, you're so lucky. I mean, I wouldn't trade my Morpeko for the world, or sorry, Deirdre for the world, but this girl, is a close second. Alrighty. And with that, everybody has defeated their rival. A round of applause, folks. Good job.
Yay! Go on!
Okay. We're going to have Shinx level up to level 6. Remind me what Pokemon everybody use. You use Pawniard, right? Pawniard levels up to level 6, so level 7 actually. Hyper, you used your Zorua, yeah?
Lotad.
Lotad. All right, Lotad levels up to level 6, and Jake used Mo the Slowpoke. I remember that. You level up to level 7. Everybody, everybody got that?
What about the rest of our party? Are they not getting XP? Or...
They gain some XP, but not enough to level up.
Okay.
Alrighty. Now, En quickly speaks aside to his fellow teammates, and he says, "These guys did really well for their first battle. You think we should give them a reward?" And all of them agree wholeheartedly. They reach into their bags, scrummaging around, looking to see what they can gift you. And you guys receive 3 orange berries each. And Marnie hands Nova the most adorable purple bow for your Hatena.
My gosh, thank you! And she immediately fastens it around her.
No problem. Deirdre used to love wearing this, but she's grown out of it these days. I figure you could put it to better use. All right. With that, the rival battles have concluded. You guys have conquered Petalburg City. You've handed over the research report to the rival team. And now you are ready to head on down to a route, I believe, 103 and eventually Petalburg Woods and Rustboro. But that'll be for session 2, folks. Yep. Anything you want to do or say before the session ends?
So N hasn't seen the fact that I also have a Zorua.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna not that I know him or anything, but I'm gonna.
Would you like to release your Pokemon?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my Zorua and I'm gonna just hold it and start petting it, and I'm gonna say, "Inari, we did it. We won our first trainer battle."
Barry is very jealous at the rare Pokemon you have, but N in particular comes up to you and says, "Oh my goodness, Zorua? That's one of my favorites. I had a Zorua back home. Oh, but I've never seen one like this. Why is the fur white and blue?"
That I still haven't figured out yet, but he's unique. That's all I can say.
Sorry.
I saved him from a thunderstorm about 2 years ago, and we've been partners ever since.
Very honorable. Nemona, ever the nerd, chimes in and says, "That's because you have a Hisuian variant of Zorua. This is a normal ghost type instead of the normal dark type. Or sorry, not normal dark, just dark type. And I do believe that's a shiny. I don't think that color is normal in a Zorua."
You hear that, Inari? You're shiny.
Inari chirps up, "Zorua, Zorua!" Happy to know that it's special. All right. And the last thing you hear from the rivals before the session ends is that there'll be somebody... Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Yes.
Can I pull Nemona to the side and have a discreet conversation away from the rest of the party?
Absolutely. You pull Nimona aside. What would you like to say?
I want to explain everything that we heard about Team Magma and Aqua along the road.
Smart
and
move.
inform her everything that's going on there.
All right. Nimona nods her head. The rival team also knows about this information, and she offers you a small tip. She says there should be somebody waiting for you outside of Petalburg Woods. She'll be dressed similar to Marnie over there, but she'll have an apron on, and she'll guide you to a point in the Petalburg Woods where hopefully you'll be able to deal with the grunts, and you might get a reward out of the whole deal.
Understood. Thank you for the information.
Absolutely. And with that, the session will come to a close unless anybody has any last minute additions.
As we're walking away,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wave and I'm gonna say, "Make sure Wally doesn't do drugs."
They all look around to each other thinking, who the hell is Wally? But the ever responsible N says, don't worry, I'll handle it. Alrighty. And with that,
like it.
session 1 officially comes to a close. Good job, everybody.